Hey everybody, this is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group as the CEO and team lead. I want to say thank you so much for your interest in joining our team, joining our group here, and see what we can do to help you get to the next level. So in this video, it's just going to be a quick just overview of a little bit about EXP, more or less about our team and what you can experience here on our team, even if you're brand new coming in or a other agent that's trying to get to the next level of your career. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right. So first of all, I want to say thank you so much for your interest, and let's just go ahead and get going on this. So when you join the Whittemore Group here with EXP, our mission statement here on our team is to make real estate simple, informative, and fun. And how that works is we make it very informative. All of our agents here on our team are all trained to the utmost so that they can give, with the system and processes that we have, the best buyer's consultation, the best listing presentation, and make sure that they're informed and that their clients are informed all throughout this process, so they have the education and information to make the correct choice moving forward. We make this whole entire process of selling a home, buying a home, investing in a home as simple as we possibly can through our system and processes to get you to that next level, to get our clients to the next level, and make it as simple. And if it's simple and everybody knows what's going on, it's absolutely fun, and you could absolutely love doing this job day in and day out. So next thing that we're going to talk about is the core principles of what we have here on our team. So first things first is all of our agents want to be doing the right thing, not necessarily the easiest thing. If I could sum this up in one word, I would call it integrity. We're doing the right thing when nobody's looking, right? We always make sure that our agents are doing that. We also inspire free and open communication, no fear of reprisal. If you're going to be coming up at me or any of the team leads and have a better idea of something that could happen, that could be done better, or another innovative way, we're always going to listen to and get your feedback. Now, obviously, we'll have the and say what's going on, but we're always encouraging people to have that open communication. We have continual innovation in development. We run an idea meritocracy here. Basically, that means whoever's got the best idea wins, all right? So we want to make sure that we're continually innovating and developing in this market. Our team is relatively small, but continuing to grow, but we can be small and nimble and move with that market. We also like to work smarter, not necessarily harder, through our systems, through a lot of our pain throughout the years. We have learned vicariously through other agents and personally some of the things that we could tell you up front to make sure that you are working smarter, not harder, and you're doing the things that you need to do to be successful, and not a statistic that ends up getting out of this industry within the first 2 years. Now, we always try to encompass a fun, upbeat, and positive work environment for everybody on this team, not only the people that we are with, but our partners that we're working with, other agents on the other side, as well as other vendors. We want to make sure that we give that environment out. We also have this big thing on our team that we make sure that we check our egos at the door. Now, this industry can produce some big egos, and we want to make sure that you don't bring that into our work environment, that that you stay humble throughout this process, regardless of how successful that you end up being. And our last but not least is to be a community influencer, to be out there, to be helping support our community, not just through real estate sales, but any way that we can through any supportive structures. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Exp Realty as a whole. Now, if you're watching this video in conjunction to a training, or rather a recruitment application, you did get the video of EXP Explained. If you want more information about this, please just go into YouTube and put EXP Explained. There's a handful of videos out there. They're about 30 minutes long that really dive deep into EXP and how awesome it is and how it works really good for you as a single agent. But today we're primarily talking about what this looks like as a team member. But Exp Realty, you can see here, has its big circle of excellence, their core values, which of course is service, sustainability, collaboration, which is big in this community, transparency, integrity, there it is again, innovation. Wow, it's like we almost looked at this before. To be agile, to be able to move, fun, and of course the community around us. EXP offers a lot of great tools just in the brokerage itself. We just simply leverage those tools to be able to support and pay our agents here on our team what they deserve. Okay, so if you're brand new to real estate and you're just starting to get going, this slide here is going to give you some licensed agent options when you look into getting to residential real estate. One of the most amazing things that is when you get your license is that the doors open. The doors open to so many opportunities that you have as a real estate agent. What we're just talking about now is just residential sales, but you could get into rentals, you could get into commercial sales. There's just tons and tons of different things that you could do with this license. But if you're brand new at this, if you are a seasoned agent, I do apologize, just bear with us for the next couple of minutes. But I want to go over what you can anticipate. Now, when it comes to joining the supportive structure of the Whittemore group, we have it broke out into two different areas. You have the group agent over here and a team agent. Most of you that are in application are going to be looking at the team agent portion. However, if you're just looking for guidance and support to your big empire that you're about to build in real estate, you might be just looking for the group agent support structure. But let's go ahead and explain three different basic tenets when people join in residential real estate. We have what we call a referral agent, we have the solo agent, and then we have the team agent. Now, referral agent is basically just somebody that knows a lot of people, right? But they don't want to go out and do the actual paperwork to show the homes and all this other stuff. So basically what they'll do is they get licensed and they'll talk to people that they normally talk to that are looking to buy, sell, or invest. And then once they find somebody like me or whomever that works in that market across the globe, essentially, and then goes, hey, I've got so-and-so that needs to sell their home. Would you take a 25% referral for this lead? Almost everyone out there is going to go, yeah, absolutely, I will. We'll take that lead, get it to closing. When it closes, 25% of whatever commission that they make goes to you without anything being done except for you introduce them to that person. Pretty cool, right? So the best part about this is that it's just lead generation. You already know the people, you're already talking real estate. This is just making a couple $1,000s per transaction just for making introductions. Now, the cons of this is that you're not going to make that much money. You only got a quarter of what you possibly could have. And you really don't have any opportunity to scale at this point. Okay, so let's go next to the solo agent. Now, the solo agent is exactly what everybody just seems to think an agent is, right? They do absolutely everything. They go, they find the prospects, they sit down and they show them homes, or they'll do a listing presentation and they'll write the contract and they'll take the contract and order all the inspections and make sure all the timelines are met, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth, all the way to closing. They're like a single parent. They're cooking and cleaning. They're doing everything, right? Their job is to do absolutely everything, and you don't get a whole lot of support. So when you get your license, when you get your real estate license, you can't, as a salesperson, you can't start doing real estate yet. You still have to hang it under a broker, which EXP is the broker. Now, we do have the different brokers that are all around this area nationwide, and we have salespeople that hang their license. You have to do that because you're not a broker, okay? Now, that brokerage, EXP in this case, will give you a certain amount of support. However, it's limited because everything that you do is all responsible to you. This is not a job. This is not a job. This is a career, and it is based solely on you and solely on your own motivation and accountability to yourself that gets you to the next level. So you do everything and you're responsible for yourself. Prospecting, marketing, coordination, paperwork, accounting, everything is on you. Okay. The good news about this position is because you're doing all the effort, you're going to get paid the best way. If you are at other brokerages, you could start somewhere around 60-40 split and then just go up in your production. When you're with EXP, it's an 80-20 split to start. And once you cap, which you, from that 20% that you give the brokerage, once you get about around $16,000 that you give in the brokerage, then you're 100% capped. That means 100% of those commissions are going back to you. So that's a really, really nice thing to do when you become very production focused. Other brokerages do not have this cap, with an exception of like Keller Williams and places like that, but you'll simply just go up and get better in production as you do more deals and you give the brokerage more money, then your split goes a little bit better in your favor. Okay, so the pros of being a solo agent is you have an opportunity to scale. You can really kind of customize what you want to do depending upon the broker's rules. You get to market yourself and just you. You can just be you. You can go on for this. You can build your own team. Depending on the broker's rules, you can do whatever you want. All right. The cons is that most brokerages don't have a manager, don't have somebody there that's going to keep you accountable. If you decide to do a solo agent, my big thing here is to get a mentor and get a coach that's going to keep you accountable for what you want to do. Problem is as a solo agent, you have no leverage. You are the leverage, right? You don't have any leads unless a broker's saying that they're going to give you some. So you have to create your own, all of them. There's really no camaraderie depending upon where you end up going. And there's really a lack of mentorship and structure as a solo agent. Now, each brokerage is going to be a little bit different. EXP is really great, providing that you have direction. Then we have the team agent over here at the Whittemore Group. What do you get? Now, I'm going to say that there are tons of teams around our local area, and they're all good for their own reason. Not every team is built the same. But what we're going to talk about is the team that you are looking at here at the Whittemore Group and what we can offer you. So the job is basically to prospect. We are a production-centric team. We are going to get you to get as many deals as you can possibly get done in a year, as much as possible, providing you can put the work in. Okay. Your main job then is to prospect for clients. And once you get those clients, is to convert them into leads, into clients, and then show up for closings and events and things like that, right? So the pay here is going to be a little bit different. It will depend upon your position. So if you're coming in with absolutely zero experience, you may see a split somewhere around 25-75 for your first 2 or 3 deals. Okay. And it's because you don't know what you don't know. And we're going to do everything for you pretty much as you get, or as you pay or get paid to learn, right? Now, this goes all the way up to a 70-30 split plus bonuses, depending on how things go and what agreement that you have with our group here. Now, just know that when you look at commission split, this is after EXP split, but just know as production continues to go, you cap out a lot quicker. And when you're on a team, you only have to pay $8,000 versus the $16,000 that you'd normally give our broker at EXP. What are the pros of being part of this team? It's not all inclusive here, but you have mentorship, accountability. That's the biggest thing. Once a week, accountability with everybody, week to week, ongoing continual training that you have an opportunity to go to. You have team cohesion. This is a family here. Lead opportunities, providing that you put the work in, you'll get the leads out of it. So we'll give you some really ready to go leads that you just can go do a consult and go show homes to, or go out and do a listing presentation for. You're going to get one-on-one customized training from me or any of the trainers here to make sure that whatever you're going to be good at, things that you're going to like to do, that's what's going to make you get business. One of the big things is our admin. We have 4 or 5 admin that work for us currently at the date of this video, but the biggest one is a transaction coordinator. So you do all the things. You find the clients, you go put them, you do your consultations or listing consultations, your buyer's consultations. You do the marketing, or will do the marketing if it's a listing, and or show houses and things like that. But once it's under contract, we have a transaction coordinator that pretty much takes care of everything from transaction to close. So you're not bogged down with the paperwork. You can go right back and start prospecting for more business. That's how this production thing works. We take away 50% of your job as a team agent here on our group. Now, some of the cons that you may find here is there's not as much freedom because we have a little bit more things, a little bit more strict things that we keep. Can't think of the word. Strict things that we go ahead and keep you to, mainly because we're trying to keep the same amount of branding. You're going to see on this video that we have certain colors and schemes and things. This is all throughout all the marketing that we do to make sure it's consistent, and we don't want to interrupt that. So as far as marketing and things like that, you can market yourself, but making sure that you keep within our marketing agreement. You do have a transaction split depending upon where the lead came from. Is it a group lead? Is it a self-procured lead? Obviously, the ones that you bring in yourself, you get paid more on. And you have somewhat of a limited growth. However, on this team, if you want to be a team lead or an agent lead, you absolutely can. We have promotion opportunities to do so. Heck, if you want my job, there is a way to get there too, to go ahead and take over where I am eventually going to vacate as the CEO of this company. So there's tons of growth opportunities. However, taking it and turning it into your own and building your own team wouldn't be a path that you would want to be a team agent on. So there's your overview. Okay, so we do have, as I said, we're joining our group versus joining our team. So you want to join our group here with EXP. You want to kind of go off and be captain everything and do your own thing and start your own team. I applaud that. I love it, and I love helping people do it. Basically, if you're going to join a group, you're essentially a single agent. You start at 80-20 split, just like everybody else, and cap at 16,000. That's from that 20%. Once you pay them 16,000, then you're 100% commissions. Cool thing about that is that if you do actually pay them 16,000, then you can reach what they call icon agent, and then they're going to give you that $16,000 back in stock options at EXP. That's right, EXP gives you stock in their company. You also have mentorship opportunities that you'll get specifically from me, where I will go through and give you coaching and mentoring to make sure that you get to the next level that you need to. You'll have access to revenue share and stock options, just like everybody else, access to innovative platforms, superior support. So big thing is you have EXP Workplace, which is essentially Facebook for just EXP people worldwide. That's right. You have EXP World, which is where you have a cool little avatar that you can go around and go to different staterooms. It's basically being at the office. I just used it today, and the support was actually really, really good. You also have access to brokers and trainers, depending on where you're at in the state. Somebody somewhere is going to be able to help you, even if you're not here and use me specifically for your trainer because you're off in Washington State. There are people there that will teach you the specifics about it, and then you can come back to me and I'll teach you how to actually kill it in real estate. All right, you also have EXP training programs. There's live training every week. There's over 20 hours of live training that happens every single week, all of which is being recorded. So you have a giant database of people that are just out there killing it in real estate, giving you tons and tons of training. The collaboration in this brokerage is astounding. What you're going to have is limited access to the Whittemore Group support and training. We do have a 90-day boot camp system, which I'll talk about a little bit more, which is tailored towards our group members. Now, it's not as comprehensive, but we will give you the password to get into it so that you can go ahead and get going. You're also going to have fellow collaboration with local EXP agents, of course, personal marketing that you get to do yourself. It's really personalized, and freedom to do whatever the heck you want. So that's what you get with being part of the group. Now, being part of the team is quite a bit more. Now, one big thing that we talked about is that team cohesion. We're a big family here. We know that when you work with us, you're working on something bigger than yourself. We're working on the team to grow, and to help everybody else around us, not just grow as a real estate agent, but just grow as a person. The one thing that I like to emphasize to everybody is that we're trying to make them the best version of themselves that they could possibly be. And that's professionally, spiritually, whatever it is for you, we want to help you get there. Now, your split's going to depend, and you will chat with me about that when we get to that point. But just know that instead of $16,000, you only have to pay $8,000. So yeah, you might be paying a little bit more fees to be part of this team, but you're also going to get to 100% commission in half the time. You are going to get mentorship and accountability. I'm not the only trainer here, so you get to hear from a variety of different people and their experiences. But you're going to make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do, and nothing better than having public accountability around you when you're at a meeting. You do get development, personal, professional, financial, whatever you need to get to the next stage to be happy in your life. That's what we want for you. We do have structured and personalized training. So maybe you don't want to be on the phone cold calling people, or maybe you hate being in front of people, or you love it. Maybe you want to know how to knock on doors and get listings. We've been through there's hundreds and hundreds of different ways to actually prospect and be successful in real estate. And if it's something that we've never tried before, I mean, we're going to teach you the basics first, but we'd love to learn and figure it out together. You're going to get oversight. Having this oversight, what we used to call the military, I'm probably Air Force vet, we used to call it top cover. And that's knowing that you could go out and you're not going to get just beat up if you do something wrong. The best part is you can go, and if you're talking with somebody you don't know what you're talking about, you can always say, hey, let me get back with you. I need to talk to my team lead, or my team lead said I can't do that. Now you have an excuse to say, can't do it. You also have the Whittemore Group 90-day boot camp. Now, this one is huge. This is a self-paced 90-day boot camp for you to get from knowing absolutely nothing to knowing just enough to be dangerous. It's self-paced. It's got modules online. It also links to another coaching company's online forum. So you're not just hearing it from me, you're hearing it from another seasoned trainer, broker in another state. But there's tons and tons of information for you to be able to get through. Know that it typically takes 3 to 6 months to really start building momentum in this industry. So in 90 days, you should be out there starting to close deals and knowing everything that you need and having the tools and support to do so. Know that when you join our team, you do have the option for a workspace to come to, which is always evolving. It's not all online. You can actually come in. We do have office professional space that you can use. Again, we said we have admin support. We have at least 4 admin right now, to include ISAs, or inbound sales associates, that do calls essentially for you. We do have a transaction coordinator that takes away 50% of that transactional job. Social media, we have a huge presence on YouTube. You're probably seeing this video on YouTube right now. So we have an editor for that. So we have tons and tons of support to make you what you need to be or where you want to be in your career. We do have proprietary systems to give you the competitive advantage. We've pretty much stolen the best things that we have had from the companies that we've worked with before to go with scripts, presentations, exposure. We picked the best things from these brokerages, put them together, and made it our own. And now we use those to go out and beat everybody else out when it comes to competition with other agents. Of course, we'll give you signs and supplies, so you don't have to provide your own. We also have group events. This past fall, we actually went out to a Jared James event where we had the whole team come out. We shared an Airbnb, and we went to 3-4 days worth of classes of what's new in the real estate, little breakout sessions to make sure that you're constantly getting the most up-to-date training possible. We also do group events where we get together, maybe have dinner once a month or an escape room or whatever we want to do. We also invite past clients together, and we kind of collab together for other prospecting opportunities and build our sphere of influence to make sure that we are building and growing as a family and as a business. And of course, there are growth opportunities. There's growth opportunities if you want to be in a management or leadership position. There is opportunities here on this team for as high as you want to go, other than taking everything over yourself and starting your own team. So being part of this team, you can go up the ladder. There's tons of opportunities for growth, and even to a point to be a partner owner of this team. Okay, so let's talk about those agent positions. We have agent level 1 through 3 and a lead agent position. So everybody starts there at a level 1 agent. You're a probationary agent. This is your 90-day boot camp, your 90-day probationary period. Basically, you're licensed and you need to complete all EXP based training and setup, which is basically just a checklist that they're going to email you, and you just set everything up. Once you do that, you're able to be a level 1 agent. After 3 transactions are closed, at least one of which is coming from a self-procured source, meaning you went out and found it, you'll be able to get to a level 2. You will have to be proficient in at least 3 prospecting tiers. What I mean by tiers is just different ways of doing prospecting. And by this time, you'll have to have completed your 90-day boot camp training program. At this point, you're level 2. Know as these go up, your commission split gets better and better. Level 3, you've completed at least 24 transactions within your first year. This is the top commission split that you're going to get with the team. Of the 24, 3 were listings, and at least 12 were from self-procured sources. You have to be proficient in 5 tiers of prospecting. Now, once you're kind of capped out and you start to produce more, EXP only allows us to cap you out at a certain percentage rate. However, know that you get to get capped and you still get to rake in all that capped commission once you get to that point. Remember that production is going to be huge. Now, if you want to get to that next level and you want to mentor and you want to be in charge of the level 1 through 3 agents, you can become a lead agent. These will develop as we continue to grow. So if you want to be a leader in that capacity, you have to have completed at least 32 transactions within a year, be proficient in 6 levels of prospecting, have some leadership potential in initiative, trained at least 1 agent, and performed at least 12 group trainings a year. Now, every Thursday, we do have group training for everybody, which I like to call continuing education. We're at 9:30, we get on via Zoom, and people can show up, and we talk about whatever the subject is this week to keep you sharp in the areas that you need to. Now, beyond that, we also have an ops manager position that will take over pretty much everything. And ops manager starts to go up until they have 49% of the company. Partner agent. Okay, so as a conclusion, there are 3 different ways to join this team. You do have the option as a group agent. If you want me personally to help you out in your real estate career as a single agent or referral agent, maybe you want to be a big team lead like me, but want to do it on your own, absolutely. I'm happy to help you get there. That is your single agent position. As a referral agent, you just want to go in, get as much money as you possibly can from your referrals. EXP is a great tool to do that. Again, you can sign up under here. Or if you want to be part of this team, there is an interview process that you will need to go with. Please reach out to us and be happy to help you out to get to that next level.